Na, megint megfagyott a kamera? Szokásos.
À la bonne heure, she's back.
Aegis, what a joy and relief to see you again.
Monsieur.
Welcome to our stronghold. I'm sure that everyone here is aware of the great debt we all owe you. As you can see, the most exhausted among us are growing stronger.
While the most determined are already planning our counterattack.
Mi a hiszti bajnok? Mi a bajom, mi?
Why did you choose to meet in this convent?
It was my idea. Voyez-vous, I stay
Nem
here
kellett volna
whenever
elmennem.
obligations bring me to Paris. No other retreat inspires such peace and contemplation. Et puis, truth be told, this building has always felt like a fortress to me. Just look at how thick these walls are.
For 2 whole days, the Patriots in the quarter consolidated the outer walls to make it an impenetrable citadel. No automat has broken through our defenses yet.
I did not expect to see you all together.
4 days ago, the representatives of the Third Estate gathered in a tennis court. They swore not to separate until they had established a constitution for the nation. But that was not the only oath we swore. All the honorable men who were at Versailles, representatives and patriots, members of the Club Breton, secretly swore to meet here if they were dispersed.
You, Aegis, have allowed them to gather once again. Though unfortunately many are missing, we still have hope.
Where are the monks, mon père?
They are secluded in their quarters, praying for the salvation of the people of Paris. However, we bear no illusions. We are weak, we are divided.
And we are unarmed. Without you, without your warrior strength, we have no chance of turning things around.
You are sent by heaven above, Aegis. From now on, you may consider the Cordelia Convent your headquarters and a welcome refuge.
We must speak, you and I, in private, if you please. Monsieur de Lafayette must not hear a word of what I'm about to tell you.
What do you mean? You all seem to be certain that I will use my strengths to serve your cause. Are you forgetting that I have a task to accomplish?
Not at all, madame. We all know and support your plan to free Monsieur de Vaucanson. That is why I've taken the time to think of a way for you to get to the Bastille.
I am listening.
There is a patriot in Paris whose pamphlets have aroused Monsieur de Lafayette's ire. His anger is so strong that the poor man had to disappear to escape arrest. I know that he is secretly hiding in the quarries in Montmartre. A labyrinth he is said to know like the back of his hand. If anyone can help you navigate the obstacles that keep you from the Bastille, it is the elusive Monsieur Marat.
Very well. I will go and find him. Monsieur Necker.
I owe you my life, madame. So I am embarrassed to ask you for anything more.
Do not fear. You have my full attention.
Suzanne, my beloved wife. I cannot bring myself to accept her death. Despite all the evidence, I still hope to see her alive again. I need to be sure. Mon Dieu. What have I done to deserve such a fate? Why has the king sworn to destroy me? And all that I hold dear. After everything I've done for him. My abnegation.
Why would the king owe you anything?
I dedicated my life to the kingdom as his minister. Well, my life and my fortune as well. I refuse to accept any remuneration for my services in order to keep the accounts balanced. And I personally filled the king's coffers with 2.5 million livres from my own private accounts. Bonds in the Caisse d'Escompte, which the king keeps in a tailor-made armoire de fer in the Palais des Tuileries. He stores all his secrets there. I'd wager there's enough in there to sully his reputation 100 times over. You must retrieve these bonds post-haste, madame. They must not be used to allow this madman to build more murderous automats.
Do I have any chance of opening it?
Don't even think about it, madame. Despite your incredible strength, that safe is said to be impenetrable. It was designed precisely to that effect. I personally never had access to it. I suppose that its contents were too unofficial for the honest minister that I always was.
Who has the key?
The king does, that's for sure.
Anyone else?
How could I know? His shadow advisors, most likely. Now that I think about it, there's a rumor that has been going round Versailles for a while now. It's said that Monsieur de Mirabeau used to come and go as he pleased at the Tuileries, that he oversaw diplomatic missions for the crown. Not in any official capacity, of course. Who knows? He might know more about this matter than I do.
I will ask him. I will look into what happened to your wife.
Bless you, madame.
Where should I start my investigation?
In the Faubourg Saint-Germain, east of Les Invalides. We were separated in the Église Sainte-Marie, on Rue de Bourgogne.
I shall be off.
You are the only hope of seeing my beloved wife again, and of foiling the plans of the clockwork tyrant.
Na, szuper.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Nagyon jó. Ó, itt is van még. Ennyi cucc van itt. Aha. És várjál csak. Sidequestek. Úristen, mennyi van most. Torfin emlékére. Mélységes. És akkor... nem ezt akartam. De mindegy. Aha. Ezt még gyorsan.
Have you found my mother?
No, not yet.
Remember, rumor has it she lives in the slums of the Marais, in the shadow of the Bastille.
Minister Necker claims that you are a familiar face at the Tuileries Palace.
That old story. Will it hound me until I have drawn my last breath? This, madame, is nothing but an unfounded rumor.
Mindjárt megtanulsz franciául.
In vain to dispel. To what do I owe the displeasure of having to defend myself once again?
I must get hold of some documents that are kept in an armored safe in the king's chambers.
What lock could resist your talents?
Minister Necker said it was indestructible.
Oh, I see. Well, let me think. Who could help you? After all, a lock is nothing more than a simple mechanism. If only Monsieur Bay were here, he would find a solution for you in no time.
To free him, I would have to go back to the Louvre.
Well, then I think you should. Now, who else might be of use? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier as well, our gunpowder commissioner. If he were here, I'm sure he'd have no trouble finding you something you could use to blow the door off that stubborn safe.
Sadly, he's still at Luxembourg.
Then it is high time you rescued him, madam. Now, if you'll forgive me, I have an urgent matter to attend to.
You are forgiven for everything.
In that case, it has been a pleasure, madam.
Nagyon jó.
Has anyone seen Monsieur de Mirabeau?
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Jó, mehetünk. Upgrade-elni tudjuk-e magunkat? Nyomjunk egyet powerre. Jó. És még ezt akartam megnézni, várjál. Az upgrade-nél ezt tudjuk fejleszteni megint csak. Ilyet még mindig nem találtunk, ilyet. Katalizátor. Nem lehet ilyet venni? Ilyen katalizátort? Nem. Csak ilyen izéket. Ezek fogyóeszközök. Fegyvereket lehet még. Ruhákat. Modul kulcs. Hát azt veszünk mindenféleképpen. Remélem most nem elad. Ja nem, jó, megvettem. Oké. Jó. Szuper. Akkor ezeket kell 3-as slotra. Ez 5 kulcs kell majd. Na. És akkor most az a kérdés, hogy bassz. Aha. Itt vagyunk most mi. Aha. Ide menjünk vissza. Ezt gyorsan ezt megcsinálom. Csak már ott voltunk szerintem nem messze. Itt a lovaknál. Hát ez itt a kérdés. Nem tudom, lehet, hogy lesz valami új cucca. Gyorsan átugrunk a másik oldalra. Ezt most már megcsináljuk. Nem. Még egyet kell arrébb menni. Igen. Így győztük le a boss-t. Ugye? Láda itt nem volt amúgy semmi.
Hello there.
Hello there. Megjött a kismerát, Chris. Chris. Nem mondom el, majd megtudod. Csak eszembe jutott egy jó kis sound effect, meg videóbejátszás, de majd rá fogsz jönni, hogy ez a tiéd. Ott maradt egy titkos cucc. Igen. Jó. Ezt csak így elmentettük, jó? Na. Map. Ja, ezt akartam. Azt hittem már megfagyott. Na.
Not a single one escaped.
Aha, és most már nyitva van az ajtó. Na, már elég jól haladsz, kisbarát. Ó, majdnem itt hagytam a cuccokat, a boss lootot. Ó. Hát azért még van mit csinálni, kisbarátom, azért még van mit csinálni. Hogy a péniszben megyek oda? Várjál. Hát, egyszerűek igazából. Tehát, hogy ilyen... Egy-kettő van, ami egy kicsit ilyen agilisebb, de igazából ilyen odaszúr, aztán gondolkodik, megfordul, visszanéz, megint támad, szóval ilyen kicsit ilyen öreg após bosszok, vagy nem is tudom, hogy mondjam. Ja, de hát ezt tudtuk, hogy ilyen lighty. Egy-kettő volt, ami ilyen nehezebb volt, például az a pajzsos, de én, ez kiderült, én hamarabb is mentem oda, mint te. Az egy kicsit, ott egy a másfél-két órát elidőztem annál a bossnál, de amúgy jó pofák amúgy, csak semmi extra. Viszont a izére rájöttem, hogy azért nem tudtam, hogy merre kell menni, mert képzeld el, nekem bevagolt az iránytű, mert a te végigjátszásodat néztem kaljaszünetben, és ott az volt, hogy mutatja végig, és nekem az iránytű nem ment tovább. Nem mutatta tovább dolgot. Csak egy idő után. De az utat azt úgy tudtam csak, hogy a te végigjátszásodat néztem. Amúgy jutottam el volna oda soha. Beragadt az irányzék, vagy nem tudom. Szóval vannak ilyen, meg néha nem tudok fölvenni lootot, azt nem tudom miért van. Ilyen többször kell rányomni, hogy fölvegye. De ezt leszámítva amúgy jó. Igen. Szeretem, amikor ennyien vannak rajta, mert nem tudok gondolkodni. Ja, hogy tudod, amikor bemész oda a helyre, akkor ugye átpattan máshova és itt ott maradt, és nem nagyon akart sehova menni. Egy idő után megjavult, csak ha nem néztem volna a videódat, akkor szerintem én mindig itt keresném, hogy mi van. Mert tudod, amikor átmész a izén, akkor visszafelé mutat. Akkor visszamész, akkor megint előre mutat. Tehát, hogy ilyen oda-vissza mászkáltam egy csomó ideig. Ja.
Some worshippers were able to escape the automats. They ran towards the entrance to the catacombs.
Susanna keresése. De amúgy jó pofa ez a mellékküldés meg ilyenek, csak hát, ja, látszik azért, hogy ez egy indie csapat csinált, ennyi. Szóval ettől függetlenül tetszik. Ó! Nekem eleve az, hogy steampunk, az már félig meddig meg is vett a játék, tehát Én nagyon szeretem, izét is majd végig akarom vinni, mert azt is félbehagytam meg az is nagyon bágos volt, de állítólag most már egész jó az orosz játék, ami volt. Nem tudom most mi a címe hirtelen, de majd azt is elő akarom venni. Hát igen, ja. Ezért jó egyébként, hogy így vannak ezek a végigjátszások már. Úgy segít. Azt a kurva anyám. Gyere! Mekkora pofont kaptam. Azt. És megöl egy ilyen izébe az meg. Jaj. És már is mentem tovább. Ez itt a kérdés, mi? Erre mentem vissza, nem? Vagy nem? Vagy merre mentem? Bosszút állunk. Ezeket ízéket sem értem egyébként PC-n, ezeket a performance parákat. Néha van, hogy van egy ilyen nagy lag, de ilyen 3-4 óránként aztán semmi. Tök durva. Néha vannak ilyen lagik. Hoppa. Hát gondolom. Ja. Na. Gyere! Kiúztam a fegyveremet most már masszósra. Ajaj. De miért ez a fegyver van nálam? Azért nem sebzek semmit, basz. Ki is veszem ezt a fegyvert, hogy még véletlenül se rakjam be. Hogy kell levenni róla a cuccot? Nincs ilyen, hogy... Jó. Így. Megvan a kulcs. Ho, kis barátom. Oh. Az igen. Ekkora puszit kaptak mind a ketten. Igen. Ajaj. Ez az. Csak úgy jönnek az alapanyagok. Csak úgy jönnek, kis barát. Ez jó nagy az a hely. Nincsen semmi. Oh, micsoda titkos volt itt. Nyaklánc keresés. Aha, pókica. 2 pókica. Ajjaj. Most kéne meghalni. Kinyírta a pókot a izé? Ez nagyon veszélyesnek látszik. Érez ennyit, hogy ennyit szarakodjunk vele? Nem hiszem. Azt a kurva. Jaj, de miért kellett? Bazd meg. Ott kellett volna hagynom a picsába. Jaj, nem már. És innen folytatom. Azt se tudom már hol voltam, bazd meg. Úristen, most visszamenni. Legközelebb beszarom ezeket az elfutok mellettük a picsába. Not. Öcsém. Nyugodjatok már le. Hogyan kell oda lemenni? Baszki, most nem tudom merre van az az út. Nem erre kell menni, ott innen indultam. Na mi az, lefagytál? Lefagyott a játék. Ajaj. Ja, szóval vannak gondok a játékkal azért. Most összefostom magát éppen. Folyamat leállítás. Ennyit a durva rőcikről. Na, hogyan menjünk oda le? Meg kell találni azt a helyet. Hol voltam? Azt mondja, hogy innen voltam, ugye? Jó, ez eddig tiszta. Elmentünk erre. Azt hiszem megvan nagyjából, merre voltunk. el is mentjük. Ha meghalnánk, akkor ne kelljen megint visszamenni. Ezeket itt hagyjuk most a francba. Itt van valami titkos cucc. Aha. Ez jó. Én elköszönök már a reggel korán indulók békés Csabára. Jó éjszakát Krisztina. Jó pihit. Jó, az itt megvolt. Szépen itt hagyjuk a picsába őket. Ja, csak a szokásos. Ennél a játéknál ezt nem szereti sajnos. Kösz, hogy szóltál amúgy. Jaj! Az igen. Ajaj. Ciao, ciao. Jézusom. Végre már. Igen. Szuper. Akkor ezt teljesítettük, ha jól láttam. Aha. Ó. Ja, innen jöttünk. Innen jöttünk. Na hát akkor mehetünk vissza a hintóhoz. Ez itt ennyi volt. Itt így gyorsan elmentjük, mielőtt kinyúvadnánk. Azt nem lehet kinyitni itt. Ez a kupa zárva. Lehet, hogy majd később. És a hintóhoz kéne visszatalálni. Azt mondja, hogy... Jó, ilyen levelezések is vannak itt, aha. Azt mondja, hogy itt vagyunk most. Aha. És akkor még van egy küldi itt. Ja, aha. Elmegyünk ide is. Na, szerintem holnap egyébként be is tudjuk fejezni a gémát. Beszélünk ezzel.
Monsieur Necker.
Madame? Eh bien, do you come bearing good news?
Your wife. You may rest easy, monsieur. Your wife escaped the massacre. She returned home and left you this letter.
Mon Dieu. She's going to meet our daughter and son-in-law at our charity hospital.
She may already be there.
Madame, I did not dare to dream of such an outcome. My wife and daughter. Can you imagine? And I thought I had lost both of them. The three of us will be able to leave the kingdom and put these horrors behind us forever.
What about the bonds?
They are not in your possession.
No, not yet.
You must ensure they do not benefit the king, madame. You will find them in the Armoire de Fer, in the Palais des Tuileries. Do with them as you see fit, as long as the king does not use them. As for me, I'm going to find my family at once. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I pray that your efforts will be successful. Adieu, madame. Adieu.
Minister Necker has given his bonds to me.
Mon Dieu. This sum is nearly impossible to comprehend. I spoke with Monsieur Lavoisier in the first days of the Estates General. As director of the Caisse des Comptes, he estimates that these bonds currently represent 1/5 of the kingdom's treasury.
Wealth that the king squanders for his personal benefit according to his whims.
Ma foi. Monsieur Necker certainly has been very generous to his adoptive country.
I'm afraid you are mistaken. Monsieur Lavoisier claimed that this loan was granted at an exorbitant rate. Whatever his fondness for the nation, Monsieur Necker never lost his business sense.
Eh bien, messieurs. To what use shall we employ this boonful fortune?
If I could spend it, I'd do everything I could to return to the people their confiscated freedom. To begin, I would get them the bread they so sorely need. It is only after the scourge of famine has been vanquished that armed patriots might then be able to rise up against despotism.
And where will you find wheat, Robespierre? Will you steal it from under the noses of the automats who have sworn to destroy the human race? As for arming the people, this is another one of your delusions. How could your ragged pack of wretches win any sort of battle that be unable to lift a sword?
When you insult the people, you insult me, Monsieur de Lafayette.
I am not insulting anyone, Robespierre. But I happen to know what it takes to fight. Unlike you. Monsieur, I was but a lad of 15 when I took up arms. And everyone here knows my role in the liberation of America from British rule. If you allow me to dispose of these bonds, I will found an army that will annihilate the Clockwork King's diabolical machines. As soon as I have the opportunity to leave Paris, I will rally the officers and troops that are stationed in the provinces. Then, I will call for a mass uprising. I will have more than enough money to pay their wages and procure the weapons we need.
And you will have obedient troops at your beck and call, ready to repress anyone who challenges your power.
These troops will only serve the will of the people. I swear it.
Are you sure that the king has spared the rest of the kingdom, Monsieur le Marquis?
I am almost certain of it, mon père. Despite all of his resources, the king does not have enough manpower to occupy all the garrisons in the country.
Aegis, no member of this assembly can force your hand. The choice is yours. To whom will you entrust Monsieur Necker's bonds?
The bonds are not yet in my possession.
Then please continue your search.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Szuper. Igen. Na, azt mondja, ezek sikerültek. Itt van még egy melléküldi. Itt meg a főküldi a bányák. Akkor szerintem ezt gyorsan még csináljuk meg. Aha. Basszekrény. Nézzük, hogy ez micsoda.
Here I am at an impasse. Should I go to the Tuileries to examine the safe? There may be a way to force it open.
Az igen, ekkorát rám baszott. Lehet, hogy nem is erre kéne jönni. Engedjél már föl, bazd meg, hát. Geci, és megöl egy ilyen szar. Hát ezt akkor is felvesszük. Ó, lehet unlockolni itt a dolgokat. És van egy ajtó. Ez izel van. Végre. Hogy nem tudok kimenni? Szuper. Nyitottuk egy ajtót. Nagyon jó. Ott egy medvedisznó. Ops. Azt hittem van ott valami. Úristen, mi van itt? Ez az.
The lock wasn't forced. Whoever opened it had the key. Monsieur Necker's bonds are still there. There's something engraved on it. H.G. Riquetti. Comte de Mirabeau. Whoever broke into this safe left behind the most valuable thing in it. This doesn't make sense.
Vissza kell mennünk. Nem nyitottuk ki ezt az ajtót is, ki lehetett volna nyitni. Ez egy shortcut. Mennyien vannak itt. Emlékszem erre a helyre. Picsába. Aha. Várjál. Van egy cucc. Jó messze volt.
I have just come from the Tuileries. The Armoire de Fer has been ransacked.
Diable. Someone beat us to it. This is very unfortunate. God only knows what we would have found there.
Whoever it was had to fight for it. I found a body there, killed by automats.
Mon Dieu. How dreadful.
Dreadful indeed. Especially since I discovered this in the victim's hand.
And what is that, pray tell?
A dueling pistol. With your name engraved on its plate.
Oh, May we? You're right. It is my pistol. It was stolen along with a number of other things. It happened just before the Estates General at my lodgings in Versailles. But how on earth did my weapon end up in the hands of this poor soul?
I am certain we will find an explanation. I'm going to have a look around. With your permission, of course.
Well, since I'm in no position to dissuade you...
You appear to have burnt these papers in a hurry. I'm eager to hear your explanation.
It's nothing at all, I assure you. Frivolous letters that were cluttering my desk.
I find your defense unconvincing. Why won't you tell me the truth?
You don't understand. This is a matter of the utmost importance that I cannot discuss with a creature such as yourself.
I am an automat, monsieur. This is true, but I serve the Queen, and my only aim is to put a stop to the crimes that have befallen the kingdom.
Well, know that you're not alone in serving the Queen.
What was in those letters you threw into the fire?
My private correspondence with the King. I had a key to the armoire, which served as a mailbox.
Are you conspiring with the King?
No, you don't understand. I was something of a shadow advisor, a diplomat, working in complete discretion. I feared his stubbornness would lead the kingdom to ruin, so I tried to reassure him regarding the aims of the Third Estate. But when Vaucanson told me what happened at Meudon, I realized it was a lost cause.
I found your pistol in the hands of a dead man. Who was this unfortunate soul?
Mathieu, one of the servants I had sent to retrieve the letters. I gave him the pistol for self-defense. Alas, it seems it was of little use to him against the King's automats.
Tell me, what happened at Meudon?
It's all here in this letter, written in the King's own hand. Please, give it to the Queen. She must learn the truth.
You're lying. You will tell me the truth. Willingly or by force.
Just how do you intend to force me? Do you think I fear you? I, who had the courage to defy 8 centuries of monarchy at the Estates General? Do as you please, but you won't get anything more from me.
Szuper. Na. Ezt megcsináltuk, akkor mehetünk is vissza. Ó. Láda. Megvan. Ezt kerestem. Tudtam, hogy ezt ki lehet nyitni. Ennyi. Ez is egy shortcut volt. Itt szerintem még itt azt is ki lehet nyitni. Aha. A másik oldalt. Szuper. Na, menjünk a hintóhoz. Nem kéne itt meghalni. Szuper. Megvan a hintó. Jó. Na. Aha. És visszamegyünk Luxemburgba. Leadjuk a drótot. Igen. Szerencsé itt nem kell sokat menni. Kettő emberrel is lehet pofázni.
Monsieur le Marquis,
I'm listening, Aegis.
the bonds are in my possession.
And to whom do you intend to give them?
Kinek adjuk oda őket?
I haven't decided yet.
What more do you need to know? Oh, to think the fate of the kingdom rests on the judgment of an automat.
Aha.
Eh bien. Do you come bearing news from Monsieur Marat?
No, not yet.
I have it on good authority that he is in the quarries in Montmartre. He's the only person who could show you a way to reach the Bastille. Don't forget.
Is your plan to arm the populace going as planned?
Oh, far from it, madame. The situation is hopeless. Even if they were armed and formed into battalions, the Patriots would not be able to fight.
Why is that?
Most of the strategic points in the city are inaccessible. A strange illness strikes all who try. They are seized by an irrational fear, one so great that those who do not lose consciousness go mad or perish on the spot. This makes it impossible to do anything. Any attempt at an uprising is a fool's errand.
The locations you mentioned share a common feature. A statue holding a lantern.
That's right. From what little I could make out, they appear to be depictions of a Vestal Virgin watching over the sacred fire.
Une lanterne des morts.
What do you mean, monsieur?
Lanterns of the dead. Ancient stone pillars that are found near some cemeteries. Our ancestors kept a fire going on top of them. Today, no one knows what they were used for. A symbol of light triumphing over darkness, perhaps? Others claim that human bones, mercury and lime, were burnt there. Some odious sorcery that was meant to entrap the tormented souls that wandered around the burial grounds.
That makes sense and confirms my observations. I am now certain that the King's lanterns capture the anima essence of the dead who have been cast into purgatory. And that this essence is what allows the automats to stay in motion, without needing a key to wind them.
Paternoster quies in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum.
Now that I think about it, madame, you obviously are not subject to the harmful effects of these lanterns.
No, au contraire. When activated, these statues reveal an apparatus that allows me to repair myself.
It follows that if you destroy these lanterns, the people will be free to fight again.
Unfortunately, they are preternaturally strong. Nothing can so much as damage them.
If only Monsieur Lavoisier were with us, he would surely be able to solve this conundrum.
Are you making any progress with your projects?
No, madame. At this time, we have not yet found a solution to the problem posed by these lanterns. If only Monsieur Lavoisier were with us, he would surely be able to solve this conundrum.
Were you present when the Estates General was dissolved?
Oui, madame. I had a front row seat. I witnessed what it cost to defy the crown. We laid bare before the king the abject misery of his subjects. It was more than he could suffer. So he had the people's representatives dispersed by means of bayonets. At least we only had to contend with soldiers made of flesh and blood, positively angelic compared to the machines that have swept through Paris.
I have recovered Minister Necker's bonds.
Do you intend to entrust them to me?
Adjuk
Yes.
neki.
I have chosen to place this fortune in your hands.
Inkább, mint
Very well,
annak
then.
a
I promise
katonának.
that I will use it for one purpose only. To give the people their freedom. When a monarch violates the people's most fundamental rights, insurrection is their most sacred and indispensable duty. But we must be wary of warmongers, who would lead the rebellion in the name of the people, because all they truly want is to become tyrants in turn.
Ó.
Were you present when the
We so at least no, if
Goodbye, Monsieur de
Nagyon jó. Megkaptuk a trófit is érte. Ez parádé. Na, itt is végeztünk. Menjünk vissza a hintóhoz. A hintó. Jó. Azt mondja, lehet upgrade-elni? Lehet upgrade-elni. Hogy a VR-ba lehet? Azt mondja, hogy... Adok még egyet a powerre. Legyen sok damage. Jó. Itt meg ezt lassan lehet majd. Jó. Csörni. Aha. Ó, új terület. Itt még nem is jártunk. Na, innen fogjuk holnap folytatni, 9:00-kor. És szerintem be is fogjuk fejezni holnap a cuccost. Ja. Szóval innen folytatjuk, és búcsúzok mindenkitől, jó éjszakát kívánok mindenkinek, sziasztok!